man. You already know.
Yo, all I need is one mic, no beat, no acknowledgement. Third pound recruited me for a ride with scholarship. It's an honor, I'm proud of it. Up in these mountains where we smoke a lot of it. Come from the hood, yo, all I need is one mic, no beat, no acknowledgement. Third pound recruited me for a ride with scholarship. It's an honor, I'm proud of it. In the zone, we so scripted, it's started my life. She was not even one mic, no beat, no acknowledgement. Third pound recruited me for a ride with scholarship. It's an honor, it was anonymous, knowing you wrong, but he not strong enough to step out of it. The brother called, pulling us strong. He got a lot of tricks, and when they start to busting and dumping, ain't no stopping it. Like an apocalypse, bloodshed is the main prerogative. Let's go. He ain't gonna watch the show what time it is. Target in sight, can't stop the mileage. Get more to argue and get the busting. They go car here, get off the audience, started dumping while they was partying. No security, body the guard, ain't no guardian. Ride like Safarian, selling dusty mixed up with cardigan. Straight up and dropping, hooked up with graduates that was poly. And all of the kid guys in the business, he in the heart of it. Stuck in the back, I know stuck cause we started it. Yeah.
Same old nutso for the block, for the block. JFK on this one. Killer Cali to the rotten apple, nigga. We on that drill shit, nigga.
Hoodie on, mask on, catch a nigga lacking in his crib with his baby mom. No Suburban, 10 speed, UPS outfit on. We do walk-bys, nigga, we ain't tryna miss. Coronavirus hoes, I ain't tryna kiss. Yeah. Trust nobody, kill or be killed. Trust nobody, kill or be killed. Trust nobody, kill or be killed. Spin that block, we in the field. Back getting zipped, cats get zilled. Niggas is fake, you get revealed. Fuck how you feel, melons is peeled. In front of your neighbors, good morning, Miss Hill. Good morning, Miss Hill. I'm with the shits, this shit is real, Dominican. Hit up, not so, for Queens, get okay. The shipment is here, espérate. Pockets are swole, guns in the jeans, machetes are blocked on the white beat of tees. Cushion the box, sticks in the ox, goods in the mox. Let's go to war, these niggas puss. Look at the face, what a disgrace. The hoods turn their back on you, ride. Little nigga pull that extender on you, ride. They ain't ready, my killers is petty. We ain't scared, been the jail already. Everywhere we go, we raise hell. Make bail, checks in the email. Only when you walk with a stick, when you walk with a she-mail. Gang gang, couple of swans, couple of tribos, couple of rips, couple of essays, couple of kings, couple of chinos, he's gonna beat us.
We do walk by, nigga. We do walk by, nigga. We do walk by, nigga, we ain't tryna miss. Headshot, spin that block, we out this bitch. We do walk by, nigga, we ain't tryna miss. Headshot, spin that block, we out this bitch. JFK, talk to me, nigga. Kill him.
It's the same old nutso for the block, for the block, for the block, for the block, for the block. We do walk by.
D, what up, blood?
Hey, Rock.
What up, homie?
You heard about that bitchuation last night?
Hell nah, nigga, I ain't heard shit.
Man, this motherfucker tried
Hold on. You know we're not doing no gangster talking on the phone, dog. You feel me? Shit, matter of fact,
right.
I'm about to send you a kite, homie. We'll link up then.
All right, bet.
One.
Bank, wrong, got it.
Please hold for a very important message.
Hold up, wait, that's all it take. Woman snake, you see them jakes, nigga they tapping phones, nigga they tapping phones, hold up, wait, that's all it take. Woman snake, you see them them Jakes. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Talking gangsta shit on that iPhone. What? Speaking niggas business. Dog, you know you wrong. Indictments coming soon. You got loose lips. And when the feds come, you probably fucking snitch. And all that cold talk, that don't fucking work. Think you being slick? That only make it worse. Hold up, you heard that chirp? I think somebody listening. Let me call you back. Nigga, abort the mission. Hold up, wait. That's all it take. Woman, steak. You see them Jakes. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Hold up, wait. That's all it take. Woman, steak. You see them Jakes. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Nigga, they tapping phones. Niggas talking on the phone.
Salute. What's good? Welcome to BANGTIMEUSA Media. And this is a hella five BANGUSA moment. I wanted to wait a little bit. That's why I didn't report on Monday. I wanted to wait a little bit and make sure things was really solid on this information. But since Monday, there's been breakthroughs, there's been arrests, and there's more coming. This is a BANGUSA moment and discussion, reaction. And the first question is hip-hop under attack? Is hip-hop under attack? What I say by that is a lot of top influential stars have been blitzed lately. And squeezed by the gang squad. And a lot of laws have been changed. The Neighborhood Act. And we voted on these laws. I tell you, we voted on these laws. A lot of top influential rappers are being blitzed right now, thrown into these RICO cases left and right for the last 2-3 years. A lot of people have been taken down from the names of like Rollo and AR-Ab and Rat King over there, Danny Hernandez and the Non-Trays and more. Rat King comes out of jail and he first claim he make is this been going on. Everybody snitching. And he start claiming names. And since then, the press has been on. From the NBA 2K, for NBA Young Boys and your OTFs and your Casanovas, apes, and these are all citizens of America, all born and raised, went to school here, been down with blocks, raised in these communities for years. And the moment these guys get to surviving, these communities have been ruptured with this violence, this lack of support financially, everything, right? These communities, these kids come up, they become men. The drug thing is gone. Before it used to be the drug thing. They used to catch everybody on the RICO with the drug thing, right? There's still drugs in these communities, but the hardcore drugs that was from back in the days that had the communities ruptured are gone. Now you're dealing with more synthetic, created in a pharmacy drug, methamphetamine, all that stuff now, lean. Yeah, I'm naming them all. But hip hop has been a realm where all these different types of cultures and habits, designs, whatever, is home to whatever you do, right? Now they rapping hip hop in a criminalistic cloak. And I remember back in the days, they did this with Thug Life music, and they try to attack the industry and say it was lyrics making people act crazy. And fast forward 20 years, and it's still the same thing. It's still the same claim. But hip hop is $1 billion industry, and a lot of stars are stars. People that were considered knuckleheads, the Snoop Dogg's, the Jay-Z's. Look what they became. The succession, the influence that they became. And now you have the new era transitioning in, and they're having more success earlier. So now you want to blitz the community that they're from. And you want to stop them before they make the secession chain. And if they make the secession chain and they stay connected to their people in those communities, you want to hit them with a RICO. Except when I was coming up, right? They had a lot of marijuana shops and shit throughout the city. And these were business owners, people that got LLCs, went and opened up a store in the hood, and they were selling weed out them stores. We would call them dispensary. What is it they call them today? A dispensary. It was before their time. And they was getting raided, and they was getting busted, and because they were business owners, they were getting hit with these RICOs. Depending on the weight you got caught in the store with and all that, they was getting hit with these RICOs for weed back then. So to me, this whole thing is the same game to me. This whole blitz the rappers are crooked, right? So now, with that said, is there connections to the community? Is there things going on in these communities? Yes. If people know about things going on, not people don't say nothing. People don't, you know what I mean? It's part of the code. No snitching, right? So now in comes the Neighborhood Act. So let me tell you about this Neighborhood Act, right? Remember pimping and prostitution and all of that? How many times a prostitute could get arrested and they'll just go right back out because it's just like a fine. It's like a misdemeanor and all of that, right? So pimping and all that. Under the Neighborhood Act, pimping and prostitution has become human trafficking. Under the Neighborhood Act, it's become human trafficking. So I ask you, if prostitution, a woman selling her body, is considered human trafficking, what is human trafficking considered now? I'm talking about the people that get brought over in containers, people that get stolen out of the city and all that and get taken out of the country in containers. I'm talking about that shit. What is that called now? So I talk about that stuff because I want you guys to be aware of things that regular media ain't gonna talk about. And I might get shadow banned for this and all of that, but it's important. So let's bring it into vision right now. Young Thug on Monday, along with 28 other people, were indicted in the state of Georgia on conspiracy to violate the state RICO Act and street gang charges, according to jail records. The Atlanta rapper, whose name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was arrested in his home in Buckhead. He is held without bond. The conspiracy charge dates back to 2013 and the gang charge to 2018. That seems a little funny. Young Thug is allegedly one of 3 founders of the Young Slime Life criminal street gang that started in 2012. The indictment says YSL is affiliated with National Bloods gang, preserving, protecting, and enhancing the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through acts of racketeering activity, including murder, assault, and threats of violence. So now, they said this is dated back to 2013. Am I correct? And I'm no lawyer. I'm just speaking common sense. Common sense. So they talk about murder in 2013, conspiracy charges in 2013, when he was not the star that he is right now. Possible, we from these rough communities, it's possible, right? But a murder, you let this man become a star and he was under investigation for a murder? Oh, you needed the information he was saying in his songs. And so you needed him to become a star so that you can arrest him for the information he said in his songs. So now here we go with the we're going to try you by your song thing, right? The things you say. And you are held accountable to the things you say. Artistic value is not held into when you say I am or I like, I do, I was, I am. Man. It is, salute your boy Shades. It is over for them boys. If they really got everything, if they got what they saying they got, these boys are in trouble. But I just fear that the success, the money, they're going to try to tie the money. So the little guys are going to they're going to get pinched the hardest. the money gonna have the supreme dream team with them. So trying to get one of these little guys, they had to pinch the big guy, right? So that's usually the MO. We about to see the whole theory on snitching all over again in a different state, yeah. Word. So Mr. Rat King over there has a segment. Yeah, I know they've been watching them for 10 years. It's a state charge though, and very rare RICO state. I'm sure they had advisors with the federal government. For the feds not to pick it up is interesting. You know what I mean? If they got these murders and these conspiracy racketeering, feds would have usually took it. But with the state pushing so hard in an election year, they after these boys. They're gonna have to. There's gonna be some serious money up. I'm sure they got informants. I'm sure they got all kind of stuff going on. Salute to Young Thug, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. These boys is, I don't know if he's tough. You trying to tell me that this boy is tough? Like, he's a kingpin. Hold on. Let me. They trying to tell me that this boy is tough. Hold on. Hold on. They're trying to tell me this boy is tough. They're trying to tell me this boy is a kingpin. Trying to tell me this boy is a kingpin. You trying to tell me this man is a kingpin? Like, you know what I mean? So it's all about the money here. And yeah, he in trouble. You know, cars. The dudes that drove that brought cars for Mr. Danny Boy over there, the Rat King. Those guys are still locked up right now, guys. Everybody want to connect themselves to gang life and drill life and disrespect the dead and show off and out. You know what I mean? Like, oh man. There's consequences to it now. And now everybody learning what they should have known already. This ain't a game. These is real AKs y'all spitting out of cars in gas stations. That's terrorizing the community. So now that brings me back to what I was saying earlier about that neighborhood act code, right? Y'all terrorizing the community. Y'all rappers terrorizing the community. Y'all terrorists now. Tyrants to America. And they're gonna paint that image over. That's gonna be the new rule. Everybody's gonna be looking at y'all the same, even your brothers and sisters. Y'all the terrorists. Y'all rappers, y'all stars, but y'all terrorists. Y'all wear dresses, but y'all terrorists. Man, I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I'm not saying that these guys ain't getting it in. Because obviously, they've been getting it in. Shootings, stabbings, carjackings, allegedly. Right? Let me keep reading. according to CNN, Young Thug and Gunna, rappers Young Thug and Gunna, among 28 people indicted on gang-related charges. I'm hearing 4PF, Lil Baby crew, a lot of people being looked at in that crew under this indictment. I'm hearing a lot of different things. This is real interesting. Atlanta is trying to clean up. They're trying to clean up Atlanta at the moment. But I think this sweep is going to go across America. They're going to start with the rappers, see what rappers are connected to what, who, and they're going to push through on a lot of these things. As you see, Casanova pleads guilty to racketeering charges, I believe, yesterday. Now, the idea is all they have to do is get charged. Nobody really beats these things, right? Nobody really beats these things, so they're gonna plea out. Grammy-winning rapper Young Thug has been named in a sweeping 56-count gang indictment, according to the court documents obtained by CNN. Who performs as Young Thug was arrested in his home in Atlanta on Monday. He got 7 new charges yet when he was arrested, and his house was searched for the, I guess, guns and drugs found. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see, man. This is all hearsay. I mean, this is actual events, but you know, the claims and the accounts is hearsay, innocent till proven guilty, all of that stuff. I believe in that. You know what I mean? Just guys, we gotta wake up. It's happening over and over again. Over and over again. Then we got Bebop over there, Wiki Whack 100, trying to make y'all trip y'all up and lead y'all into the same shit. East Coast, West Coast bullshit. He self-admittedly said he sells guns to both gangs and he don't care who kills each other or nothing. You're talking about a 46-year-old man, 47-year-old man. Maybe young, talking like a little kid. Man. These guys are trying to trip y'all up. Poor Gunna. My son said, what did Gunna do? Just hanging around. He's like, what could he have done? Obviously, he must have done something. They ain't give him no bail, son. These are state charges. They so naive, these kids, right? They so naive. Young Thug has 6 children, 3 sons and 3 daughters. Became a father at 17. They say he's engaged and stuff, but you know, it might be over. It might be over for the young man. Might be over. That Rico is a MFer, boy. He want to be everybody's friend, and he screw everybody bitch. Pardon my French. The pinch is on. We're going to see which way it leans. A lot of people, I hear a lot of things about the Lucci guy. I saying, there's a well-known war going on out there. I'm sure it's all the bodies dropping and blood being spilled. That's bring this crackdown. And eventually, if that's going on, y'all know this stuff exists. So why would you say anything in a song, anything, you know what I mean? So if what I'm hearing is true, shout out to Shaka Rocka on the intro. Yeah, they tapping phones, they tapping streams, they tapping social media. You heard what the lady said. Let me see if I can find her interview. Prosecution, the prosecutor. She said that is their number one thing. Social media is their number one source.
It is our allegation that they operated as a criminal street gang and commenced to do havoc in our community. That havoc includes crimes of violence, crimes of thefts, crimes involving drugs. I've made no secret about it, nor any apology that as the district attorney of Fulton County, my number one focus is targeting gangs. It does not matter what your notoriety is, what your fame is. If you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you are going to become a target and a focus of this district attorney's office, and we are going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law.
I'll tell you the response to any allegation is Mr. Williams committed no crime whatsoever.
So now, but what I worry about is the targeting of gangs. Do you people realize there's a culture of gangs that's been here for over 40 years? So they're trying to criminalize. There's people in gangs that ain't doing crimes, but to be associated with a gang, there's people in gangs that doing positive things, like that learn from their negative ways and trying to build the youth and all that. So that association is dangerous. That throwing that RICO around is really, really dangerous. We really have to be easy with this. Crimes are crimes, though. You understand what I'm saying? So if you committing these crimes and these murders and y'all in gangs, you know, get the people that's committing these crimes and murders. You know what I mean? Yeah, they after it. They targeting gangs. She said it out her mouth, straight out her mouth. She not playing no games. And they're gonna use this as an example. And after the success of something like this, it'll sweep across the nation. Through the hip hop community, drill music, thug life music, through the social media world, all of it. Pictures, gang signs, all of it. Like, gotta be, we really are just really nervous with the looseness of it. And we'll see. We're gonna have to, as a people, stand together and make sure it stays in line. And we'll see how this case generates in the future. I'm your host, Bang. This was a BANGUSA moment. Oh, let's move on. Let's move on from this dude. And let's move on to Gunna turning himself in, right? So Gunna turned himself in with his lawyer, all that. He doesn't get bond. I heard some people questioning that. If you know that they after you, why you just didn't lay it on with your money, right? But if you facing a RICO hanging over you, where you running to? Where you laying low? How long you laying low? You can't do shows. You can't do nothing. Like, if you facing a RICO, where you running to? And you ain't do nothing, like, I mean, really. You don't know what they got, remember? Like, so it's like they can have anything, right? But they give you facing where you running to. You can't go get a job nowhere else. You can't, oh, you should leave the country and run and hide. And I think that's a coward's mind, a scared mind. You understand what I'm saying? That's not a man, man. Like, you did something and you gotta face that music eventually. So whether you run now or stay now, you gotta have to eventually face that music, right? So I'm just of the type that you face that music. You go, especially if you got money. You go with your lawyer, so no extra shit is happening, and you go see what they got. You know what I mean? And so I disagree. I think Gunna did the right thing. He got with his lawyer, made a plan, and turned himself in. Now he can start with his defense and all that. District attorney, she, as I said, seriously overzealous. As you hear in her voice, she's targeting gangs. No matter your notoriety, your connection, your family ties, she need this. It's election year. She need this. Let's move on to the Rat King. Danny Hernandez, Clan in the Foot Clan. Clown in the Foot Clan. Who's the Foot Clan? He was clowning Young Thug and these guys, and I suspect that Danny got some of his little rats is involved in this Casanova stuff going on, and he out here trolling and clowning as the Rat King does. Must be good to be an informant, huh? A living informant with money. Must be good. Guys gotta understand, man, they wiretapping your lyrics now. They wiretapping your crews with Danny Hernandez's and Rat King's, little rats and mice and all that. Everything is tainted. Everything you do, you go for a haircut. You go for a haircut, it's tainted. There's a mice in there. Everything is tainted. Rap, bars, clubs, dirty little scoundrel. Nation of corruption. Though they show it to you, they not gonna let you do it. They not gonna let you climb. Oh heck no. How thugga song go? How thugga song go? It go, first you get the money, then you get the power. Oh man, I want to know what songs they gonna use against him, man. That's gonna be so interesting. Rat King claiming allies, chilling at the table with one of his peers, his rap peers, Campbell and Bebop over there. Man, listen. These guys gonna go down. These guys gonna go down. You rappers, y'all gotta get clean, man. Y'all gotta get clean. I don't know what's going on with K-Flock, but it's not looking good for him. But at least he don't got a conspiracy indictment over his head right now. But if he gets found guilty or he pleads to something guilty, a conspiracy charge could be looming. These guys in their social media accounts, that clout, man. That clout gonna cost a lot of people, bro. That clout costing a lot of people, man. Let's read about Casanova here. Brooklyn rapper Casanova has pleaded guilty in a federal drugs and racketeering case concerning the Gorilla Stone Nation gang. Watch out, y'all. Watch out for the rat package. A group to the U.S. Attorney's Office. See, this is a federal charge, though, so this holds a little more weight. Harder to prove he's not a part of. Once they got him a part of it, he's a known flag wearing, entered the gang, played around with the Rat King and got his ass burnt. You know what I mean? Coswell Sr., Casanova, admitted to participating in a shooting in Florida on July 5th, 2020. A robbery in New York City on August 5th, 2018, and conspiring to traffic over 100 kilograms of marijuana per the Department State, the Justice Department. Casanova turned himself in December 3rd, 2020, after being indicted for multiple charges, according to Pitchfork. The previous charges are attempt murder and assault with dangerous weapons were dismissed. Casanova's name came up in the Rat King's testimony against non-trade Bloods in 2019. Then he got arrested. Then he did whatever in 2020. He was an easy prey. How your name gonna come up in a joint and you gonna go out and catch a body? He's done. He admitted to trafficking weed. Got dispensaries though, but he admitted to trafficking weed as a gang member. And participating in a shooting in Florida. He done right there. Florida time gonna get him. He maintained his innocence. And he wrote on Instagram, he's been incarcerated almost a year now, exhausted all remedies, and spent a significant amount of money on his legal fees to prove my innocence. The charges against me are false. They don't represent or reflect the person that I am. They are simply using my past criminal history to crucify me in court. Sentencing will take place December 6th, where Senior could face up to 60 years in prison with a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years. Why'd you plead guilty, bro? These guys break, man. These guys break. The time kill them. The government know that. It's called bullpen therapy. They know that's coming eventually. Especially these guys that have money and want freedom. They just dig into your bag. Like, and when you got money, you're gonna fight for your life. You know what I mean? Until you don't got money, then you start not believing it's worth it as much. And you go through these phases, and only the strong survive those phases. And the really non-guilty too. Like, when you're not guilty, you're not guilty. But when you're guilty and you just, only the strong survive, bro. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Shout out to Shaka Rock on the intro. Shout out to Thorough Birdie on the intro. They tapping phones, man. They tapping phones. They tapping everything. Siri, Alexa. Yep, you tapped. You tapped. You hear Alexa back there answering me? Yeah, man. It's crazy. I'm your host, Bang, man. This was my reaction to the Young Thugga news and the Casanova news. And I wanted to document that I'm recognizing a pattern, not just with rappers, but the attack on hip hop. So you rappers that's walking that line, know that the eye is on you. You gotta put your Method Man on. My third eye seen it coming before it happened. Salute to the woo, man. We are out of here. We are out of here. Let's see. Let's go back to Nutso. Salute to Nutso on the intro. Let's go with your boy Shades came into the chat. Let's do a Nutso classic with your boy Shades. Comediano, AD the coroner for the streets. Salute. Bang!
Take over. Lethal weapon. No Danny Glover. Stuck in the cell, got me thinking about my mother. Collect calls from jail, telling my girl I love her. I'll be home soon, just tell the platoon. I got a stash house in Delaware with 4 bathrooms. Snatch some groupies from a Wu-Tang concert. Cash rules, bricks from VA. Chris Brown, bad news. Nuts, so you know the beat code. So move. Hire some little blood niggas to come and blast you. I'm from the drive of the concrete. The gutters, the back street. Queens warrior, we can throw the hands and clap heat. From the street, cousin. I'm like the whole house with Rob Smoke. Time for battle and competition of challenge. The group for the century. Realize that the rock don't matter. I'm on that shit, have you going crazy? Go Swayze, pussy nigga like grown ladies who don't make me. Beat you weed with synchro bass, cash for the friendly. I pray y'all niggas tending, got a rifle in the stash that'll give a nigga heartburn. Fly my night rappers, y'all time's up, it's our turn. I huff and puff and blow a nigga face off. Dig in his pocket, snatch the cream, Ernie Madoff. Watch how I make off. Hard dollars and kicks off. Fake laws in here, we don't play floors. Submission to the bone bristle. What's the issue? Godfather contracts, we done with cheap issue. Why? The street cousin. And like the whole house. With Rob Smoke. Time for battle and competition of challenge. It's the group for the century. Realize that the rock don't matter. All with my thoughts. You know the drill. Foundation, we lay this real. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. 4 locals and we came to play ball. Blast off, leaving brain mat on the wall. A pair of hedge clips to slip your little balls. You a pussy in disguise, you don't need them anyway. You get them back though, it all make you need them anyway. Let my niggas finish off the rest of the spot. Turn it to a house of corpses where bodies arrive. Living horror show, shit that'll give you the chills. The same shit that excites raw bills. So the next time you try and come shit on the team, we gon' be back and replicate this exact scene. Nah, man. From the street, cousin. I'm like the whole house. With Rob Smoke. Time for battle and competition of challenge. The group for the century. Realize that the rock don't matter. You know the drill. Foundation, we lay this real.
Yeah, turn it up. Let the beat bang. Like an altercation between a couple street gangs. Hit my beat flame, but I spit that heat flame, burn the track down, so the only hear me speak my name. Tell them keep the change, I don't want you 2 cents. The last album dropped you no 2, but you do sense. See, I'm a new sense, in a new sense. Cause I be on my prison mapping blueprints. To the paper, I'm getting into a hater. I stay in my best fix on my young fly behavior. Driving fast ass cause my crew made it flavor. Left plane status, I'm the motherfucking mayor.
From the street, cousin. And microphone power. With Rob skills, no time for battling. Competition of chattering. It's the group of the century.